Welcome, all you beautiful souls, to your weekly energy update. We're looking at the week of October 23rd to October 30th. Of course, these are timeless, so if you ever are drawn to any of these by spirit, of course, they have messages here for you, so I trust the gut and actually watch the video. So this week, wow, we've got the Scorpio new moon partial solar eclipse on October 25th. Now, the new moon is going to be at its newest at 4:48 a.m. Mountain Time, and that solar eclipse starts at 5:01 a.m. Mountain Time. Now, you want to check the internet and see where the shadow is going to be seen on there. I don't think we're going to see it in the United States. I think it's more over like Europe and up into the north and south of that area there. But check out the internet. You might be able to see it. Take all the precautions when looking at the sun, of course. So this partial solar eclipses, what does that do to our week? Well, solar eclipses have like these trajectory shifts in our life. Usually there's like big news that comes or radical change, just, surprises. It's eclipses. It's out of the ordinary type of things that happen. And we want to look at the energy of the moon that it actually happens, because what's happening is the moon is moving in front of the sun, between the sun and the earth, and that's why there's a shadow and why it eclipses depending on where you're at looking at it in the world. So, of course, this energy of this new moon is in Scorpio. And talk about moons normally have emotional energy around it, but Scorpio brings in a lot of extreme emotional energy. So be aware of that as we're going into it. Whatever we focus on is what grows during that period. So use the energy in which way you would like to feel, because it'll be amplified whatever you're focusing on. The Scorpio energy also, it's usually a 8th house energy, which is about other people's money, intimacy, and partnerships and sensuality, power. Also, it's kind of like the psychological type of focus, looking at how the psyche works and different things like that, and really a lot of energy around mysteries. So I'm going to put up a little quick screen here that's going to show you just a short little small summary of the kind of themes that you can look at for Scorpio, because what does a new moon bring us? 10 wishes. So if you focus on the energies and themes of the actual moon sign that it's happening in, it amplifies and makes it even more of an amazing energy and helps with the, manifestation of those wishes. Also, if you do it within the first 8 hours after the new moon hits its newest, which was that 4:48 a.m. Mountain Time, even more powerful. So it's a great way to take advantage of those. You can make any wishes you want during this new moon, but if you focus on the themes, then that helps. So here is that screen. All right, and then, in addition to all of that, on October 30th, Mars moves into its full retrograde. We've already been feeling the pre-shadow of it, so we've already been having this reflective type of energy on how we deal with masculine energy, fathers, men, those in authority. Of course, Mars was the god of war, so we also have this awareness around our aggression or our aggressive thoughts, our beliefs, our memories in our lives. So for this video, for this reading by each individual zodiac sign, I am going to be looking into what are we ready to look at regarding masculine energy in our lives? What's for our highest experience to know or reflect upon regarding those subjects? Now, before we jump into your reading, I did want to make sure you're aware, and I'll have this video linked down in the description box and also at the end of the video. I made an announcement that every week I'm going to be having a drawing to give away one 30-minute free personal recorded reading. And all you have to do on these weekly updates is comment down below. And if you like make a bunch of comments on this one video, then, that counts as one entry. But if you comment on any of the other 12 of the videos by sign, then each one of those counts as an entry into the drawing. So you can check out your sun sign, of course, your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign, whatever planet resonates with you during this period, maybe even your Mars sign. And of course, whatever you're drawn to. Just make sure to watch the video, comment, and at the end of the week, I will close down. You'll have like a full week to be able to actually comment and watch the videos. And then the following Saturday, I do close it down with a little comment on the video saying the drawing is closed. And then I'll pull a name and I'll announce the winner on that following Sunday. So I'm excited for all of that. And hopefully you guys are too. And I am going to jump in to your reading for this week for your sign right now. All right, Cancer signs, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick them up. So let's dive in here, and we're going to see what the Creator and Spirit would like you to know on what would be in your best interest or for your highest experience to reflect on regarding divine masculine energy. All right, so for all our Cancer signs, what would you like them to know, please? What would you like them to know? Okay, there we go. So let's see what we got here. You've got the co-create. Well, how perfect. Card number 40. I love how there's like a little owl and a cheetah. All right, so we'll put that down here and let's see what energy comes in with this. I mean, we kind of have a good idea, but let's see what else they add in here. So this is about creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, and, of course, manifestation. It says you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. What a perfect energy, too. This is divine masculine energy manifestation. It's the, magician in the tarot. They're the number one. They're the divine masculine energy that is that wand that is bringing things into being. And so this is exactly what they're talking about here. So being aware of your power and what you're creating in your life, and that you have the ability, like it said, through your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your intentions, and your actions, that's what's bringing things into your life. And so if you don't like what's in your life, you can look at those things, your thoughts and feelings and beliefs and all that, and go, oh, that's why that's in my life, because I'm focusing on it. I'm going to switch and focus on this instead. Then this grows and that shrinks. Now, this also has messages about relationship and prosperity. I also want to read these. It says, connections of the heart serve to inspire you. Obviously, this is the relationship one. So connections of your heart serve to inspire you. opening you up to new ideas you would never have come up on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. I like it. And then the prosperity message says, flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to the fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with Spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. Yeah, definitely take a really important look at where you're investing your energy and where you're focusing, because this is this awareness around your divine masculine energy and how you are using it. And like I mentioned, whether you're male or female or however you identify, everyone has divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And this is about being aware of your divine masculine energy, especially around this Mars retrograde. All right. A great time to reflect and see how we're using this. And then when we come out of the Mars retrograde, that energy is going to come flooding back in. And so it's kind of like you're in a little bit of a pause with the Mars energy, but then it's going to go full-fledged forward when we go into the post-shadow. All right, so what else for our Cancer signs, please? What else do you want them to know about this beautiful co-creation? What else? Okay, that's the one they want right there. And you've got the monk, the nun. All right. And these both have light and shadow attributes. When you're in alignment with your co-creative energies, then you have this selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to Spirit, right? Because you're like, when you're co-creating with Spirit, you want to get their input, have this relationship with them, right? But when we're in the lower energies, the lower vibration, the shadow energy, then we have negative judgment of the physical world and excess piety. So when we're in that negative energy, we aren't looking at how we can, like I mentioned, are we using our energy to serve the world? What are we doing with our energy? How are we using this energy? And the shadow is, it's feeling like life is happening to us, that we're out of control, that we're getting thrown around, that we're being ruled over, right? And that we're in kind of reactionary mode rather than creative mode. And we're the ones that are, being able to bring things into the world. Well, we'll dig in more here too with this Tarot of the Divine. Let's see what else they have. Let's give these a couple shuffles here. One more. All right. So for all our Cancer signs, what else would you like them to know? Okay. They do want. So they want these here. Not that one, but they do want that one right there. What else, please? Oh, I do get 3 for the final one here. So let's take a look here. Let's just get these all organized here. And we'll see what these messages are coming forward. And we'll start with this one down here. And you have the 8 of Wands. So yeah, definitely, like we're talking about, Wands is your drive, ambition, passion, inspiration, your energy. And this is the energy returning back to you. They're like, where are you directing all this energy that's going to come flooding in after this Mars retrograde finishes up? Because it's kind of like it's the nozzle on the water spout has been turned down. It's still flowing, but it's turned down for this reflective period. They're showing me how if you water your lawn with a hose and a little, the little you turn down the hose to move it so you don't get splashed with it all. And then once it's back in place, then it turns back up. And so they're definitely saying this is a wonderful time to look at what are you co-creating? What are you investing your energy in? Because this, it's like you're having this great awareness of where you are investing your energy. And like I mentioned, it's going to come full-fledged and it's going to come flying in. So they're like, do you have it where you want it to be? Because here's the pause, perfect time to make sure and to move it where you want it to go before it goes full-fledged again. And then you have the Four of Coins, which is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is this wonderful journey. It brings in the stability of your outside world, because what the person in the Four of Coins learns is when they define themselves by things in the outside world, they felt very unstable. Their self-worth did, because they were using the things of the outside world to define their self-worth, like relationships, situations, things like our bodies and our bank accounts and possessions. And because all of those things are unstable, relationships, people change or they pass away, situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, stolen, blow up, burn down, right? So all that out there is unstable. That's why we call it retail price, because that's the price that others are willing to pay for you in whatever it may be, right? And so when we look at that, we realize how unstable it is, because you could be a big parka coat. This is the example they use. If you've heard it before, I apologize. But it's this giant coat, a parka coat in northern Alaska during the winter. You are priceless. You're fought over. You're probably even marked up in price. But if you're that same coat on the tropical island on the equator during the summer, you're on the Blue Light Special 99% off clearance rack. And that's how unstable the outside world is. And so part of this understanding of where you're co-creating and where you're putting your energy is you're seeing that as you put the energy into pursuing these outward things, you have had this instability, and you eventually get disappointed enough in that instability that you turn inward into your heart and upward, where you do find something that's solid, which is the eternal, very stable, unconditional, very stable, no conditions, you can lose it, eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. And you find that within your heart, not in the outside world. So I kind of feel like there's this change, this inner reflection that's going on, like you're kind of becoming a monk or a nun, and you're going inward to find out what it is I really want to reflect on, and you're turning inward here. I kind of feel like almost like a little hermit energy coming in, where you go inward with your little lantern, and within that lantern is a bright star that guides your path, which is your higher self in the higher realm. And I kind of feel like you're on this beautiful, beautiful journey, which is very Cancerian. You can dive deep into those emotions and inside. So it's not foreign territory for you, for sure. And then you have the King of Wands. Yeah. So the King of Wands is your drive, your ambition, your energy, like we talked about. This is very similar to the Magician too, because you have the Ace of Wands, which is the wand that the Magician uses to connect to the higher realms and become a conduit of that love into the world, part of this co-creation, right? And it also can represent like this energy of an entrepreneur, where you are really taking hold of where you're investing the energy and what you're doing with it. So I love to see that, because all this energy is returning, and you're going to be using it and really guiding it to where you want it to go. It's like the energy of the sun is returning to you, so when that goes full blast, where do you want it to go to? Yeah. And you have the Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot, which is all about staying true to your authentic path. The two people in here, one of them is one of those naysayers that we fear we're going to get repercussions from by not doing what they want us to do. Why are you doing it that way? You shouldn't do it that way. You're not going to make any money that way. You should do this. This is the way you should do it. Why are you doing it that way? That's stupid. Blah, 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 right? We just kind of send them outside, because we don't want them in our face all the time. So they're outside of our friend circle usually teetering on the edge. But the other person is someone who is very supportive, very behind us, very, giving you praise, all that support of how proud they are of you and what you're doing. But that person is even more likely to be able to sway us off of our path. The other one, we're like, yeah, you're jealous, or, you're just, always looking at the dark side of things. We're like, oh, it's okay. But that person that says, I'm proud of you. Have you ever thought of doing it this way, though? Because we don't want them to join that other camp, might veer off course. But this card is to tell you, find out where you want to invest your energy, not where people are asking you to or suggesting you to. Now, that's not to say that if you're like, I want opinion, I want some advice because I'm not sure how to do this, you can listen, but it doesn't mean you have to take it on. And this is what that is about. All right, so let's take a look here. Yeah. And then you have the 10 of coins. So all this pentacle energy about the outside world. And this is about abundance. So when you do this and you start co-creating with the spirit rather than taking orders from the opinion of the outside world, you do feel this wholeness and this completeness that comes into your life. So definitely a beautiful card to get there too. Yeah, and the 4 of Wands, stabilized energy. So now you are, instead of going up and down and all the energy was invested in areas you didn't want, your energy comes in, it stabilizes, and this is a card of celebration, a card of joy. So your last 2 cards here are like basically saying this is where you end up when you really get your co-creative energy in alignment with where you want to do it and not with all that influence of everyone else. Yeah. Beautiful. So you do have the 8 of Cups, which is all about leaving behind the emotions that no longer serve you. So leaving behind all that. So you have the 8 of Wands, you have the 8 of Cups, and you have the 8 of Coins, which all of the 8s are about moving to new levels too. So you definitely are ready for this. And the 8 of Pentacles is about moving up in the outside world. So both of these, all 3 of these 8s are very much about moving into a new place in your life, in the outside world, in your emotions, and in your energy. So you are definitely with this energy being able to move. I mean, you have the 9 of Coins too, 9 of Pentacles, which is finding your wholeness and your completeness from within. I talked about the Hermit energy. The number 9 is the Hermit card in the tarot deck. And whenever there's a 9 in the minor arcana, it is the Hermit's journey of going inward to find your worth and your wholeness, which you do find in here with your beautiful partnership with the Creator in co-creating things for your life going forward. So I absolutely love this unfolding for you because it's going to be a life changer as you really identify where you've been investing your energy. And during this pause, you're like, okay, I want to move my energy here. And when that Mars energy, that divine masculine manifestation energy kicks in and you've moved where it's pointing, you're going to see things just expand in beautiful, fast, fiery, amazing ways. So I love to see where you're going to do with this and where it's headed. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out videos for each month by each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking that like button, and then by clicking that subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an all option. And if you click on that, then you'll be notified of any new video that comes out on this channel. But number 2, you're also going to be notified of when I'm going live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know I've been going live every single day, providing free readings on YouTube, and even twice a day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll put all the times that I'm currently going live down in the description box. So if you want to come by and say hi and check it out and see if you can get a free reading, I'd love to see you. Also, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, if you comment on one of my videos, and if you subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those, please know I'm very, very grateful for that. These are general readings, and if you are looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I also provide personal readings, and all that information is also listed down in the description box of this video below. All right, Cancer signs, as you're going throughout this amazing week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.